Hello and welcome to Ketter Farms. We're here today with a preview of an upcoming map from MRG Mapping. This is Marksville, Wisconsin. I've been following MRG's progress on this map on his live streams on his Facebook and YouTube channel for quite a while now, so I'm really excited to get a chance to show this off. Let's start off by taking a look at the PDA here. And so this is not a huge map, but there is just a lot going on here. So I'm going to jump into the field by menu real quick here just to talk about one of the first features of this map that I noticed. And so you'll see I've bought a number of fields here as I was testing and setting up for this episode. And when you start out on new farmer mode, you're going to start with this land parcel right here that I've highlighted. And you can see that it comes with 3 fields as well as a cow setup here. I believe this is a dairy farm. But the other thing that you're going to notice is I've bought these other land sections as well. And so even though this is a small map, there's not 1, but 2, 3, 4, 5 dairy setups on this map, or I should say cattle setups, because I believe some of them are beef only, while some of them are dairy. And then also up here in the northwest corner, there's going to be another farm that's still being built out. As I said, this is an early preview of the map. And so this is going to make for 6 total farms on this map. And so this is going to be the perfect map if you want to play with small to medium equipment, multiplayer, because you're going to be able to have up to 6 farms on the same map. And then outside of the actual farm areas, which all come with a number of different fields, as you can see here, all the other fields on the map are purchasable individually. And so you're going to be able to add on to your farm by buying just the fields that you're interested in. And then as well as each individual field being purchasable, the rest of the map area is also purchasable, so you can have access to the roads and the forest area here and do what you want with those depending on how you like to play. And we've also got our shop and our sell point area over here on the west side of the map. So we'll take a look at each of these farms as well as the shop, animal dealer, and bulk buy sell point area here real quick. So to start with, let's take a look at the main starting farm. I'm going to leave our mini map up here as we walk around. What I really like about this farm is that MRG's done a lot of work to really increase the visual aspects on the farm. So we have things like these fans that are running. We have a lot of interior detail now on these barns. So you've got a milking parlor set up here, and you're going to be able to just do a lot of really cool things if you want to role play, or even if you're just playing normally like I do. The attention to detail is always appreciated because you can just, see everything looks very realistic. In addition to the working fans that we have everywhere, we've got some nice additions inside of the barns here. We have working curtains, so you can open and close those. Almost all of the sheds that I've seen have working lights of some kind. And so there's just been a lot of enhancements to the buildings and attention to detail on this map. MRG recently did a video on this map himself and talked about the fact that this is his most detailed map yet. And even in the process of doing this, he's learned a lot. There's a couple of additional new features that are coming that I want to show off, but just taking a look around this farm, you can see there's a ton of storage. He does have grain bins on this map. These are functional grain bins. And so if I just pop up the menu here, or the debugging tools, you can see at the top of the bin and at this auger here, there are triggers. So you're going to be able to use augers to put grain into this bin and get it back out. And several of the other farms have similar feature function. And so you're not going to lack for storage on this farm. But with that, let's jump up and take a look at several of the other farms that are in the area. So right next to us, and you can see on the mini map, there's this cattle enclosure here, and then we have another one right next to it, but this is actually part of the other farm. And so this is a much larger farm here with quite a few fields, but most of the farms here have some kind of either cattle or dairy setup on them. And if we go over to this other farm, I'll be able to show off one of the other really cool features that MRG has added to this map. And that is these silage silos and the addition of this New Holland blower. So this is actually a mod. It's not attached to the silo. And so I'm going to be able to set this up, have my tractor on it. If I pull forward here, you can see it's actually attached to the tractor. And so you're going to be able to set this up and bring a box full of chaff or grass or what have you and blow it into your silage silos. And then the silage silos will ferment and you'll be able to get that silage back out of them here on the other side. And so a number of the farms have this type of functionality set up in them. And so that's going to be really cool. And it's just these little attention to detail type items that really give this map a more realistic feel. He is working on trying to add calves to the map as well, it looks like. So you're going to see a lot of these calf, I don't know what they're called, calf enclosures here, so that at some point, hopefully that's going to be a piece of functionality that makes it to the map. So we've taken a look at 2 of the farms out of the 6 on this map. Let's continue down this road towards the, I guess we'll call it the town. You'll notice that this road is looking really good. My understanding is that MRG has used a new technique to make his roads. And so this is yet another cool thing that he's done to just improve the visuals on his map. You'll also notice I'm in seasons, early spring. And so all of the trees and such have are seasons ready, so things are going to change as you go through the seasons. I always love when maps do that. And then if we kind of come down into here, you can see we've got the shop building and the animal buy point here. And then on the other side of the road here, if we just continue down a little bit, this is going to be where you can sell your grain here. And then you have your bulk buy points over here where you're going to be able to get seed, fertilizer. I assume liquid fertilizer and such will be added in here at some point. So this is going to be where your bulk buy point is. And then if we just continue up to the northwest corner of this map, you can see we've got some really epic hills here, which is going to be a lot of fun to try and farm with some smaller medium equipment. And up near the top of this hill, you have another farm set up here, a couple of small sheds, or a small shed and a barn. This area, MRG has said he's still working on, but I just wanted to show off that there is, you know, what seems like a small arable farm up here in the corner. You can see the corner's just not finished off yet. MRG always does a great job of bordering his maps so that they look really nice. We're going to just take a fly across. If we look at the map here, we've checked out these 3 farms here. So let's head over and check out these last 2 farms over here and the field structure up here north of these farms. As you can see, if I drop down just a little bit here, this terrain is just epic. It's got nice hills. You got a lot of trees, some different terrain features here with the low spots in the field. There's a lagoon back here behind the farm, and you've got these nice little dirt roads that kind of wind out into the fields to help you get back here and work on these farms. So I really love the attention to detail here on not just the farms, but these fields back here as well. And then if we just continue down here, we're on the other end of the map. You can see we've got another cattle farm here set up. We got a couple of bins in the back to store some crops. We've got a lot of great storage. We've got another one of these harvestor silage silos. And so we're going to have just lots and lots of cows or cow capability on this map, which is amazing. And so we kind of skipped one of the farms here. If we come back down this road, we've got another small setup right here. And again, with another one of these silage silos and a couple of bins here. Lots of storage. So you're not going to have any storage problems on any of these farms, even though they're relatively small farms. They've been set up really well with lots of storage. And then if we just zip back down here, that's our main farm. So if we come up this road, we've got our last farm, which is set a little bit away from the rest of them, which is kind of nice. And here, again, you've got a couple of normal silos over here that you're going to be able to use. You've got another cattle enclosure here, and if I just jump down into it, you can see, like the other farm, we've got the same curtain animations and things like that in all of these buildings, which is just really cool. And then if we run over here, and again with the fans are blowing, which is really cool, we've got one last feature, which is this storage building here. So this acts as a silo. I wonder if you're going to be able to put your feed and stuff in here, but you can drop your grain into here, and then over here you're going to be able to open up this pipe and be able to get your grain back out. So as I mentioned, this is another great map by MRG Mapping. So if you haven't already, go check him out on Facebook and YouTube. His links are in the description below. And we're going to wrap things up with a fly around of the map here.
Who am I to say what you should want and what you should need? Who am I to say for what your heart should bleed? No, no. I can only tell you about me, so listen now. The night falls down, a new day breaks. The world goes round in its tracks again. While I wait for a bigger shake, I want a heart quake, my friend. Who am I to judge how you roll and with whom you lay? Who am I to say to which God to pray? And if the jury's still out, then you're a lot like me. The night falls down, a new day breaks. The world goes round in its tracks again. While I'm waiting for a bigger shake, I want a heart quake, my friend. Heart quake. That's right. I want a heart quake.
That's all for today. Keterk.